before I got into anything AI, and I was doing the credit repair and funding, everything in my life and business shifted instantly.
Tell us more about some of those tools that you would recommend.
So marketing is not just a thing that you do.
Yeah.
Marketing is a process.
Yeah.
Are you script writing? What are your brand colors? What are these different things? There's so many different components to the marketing that you can't just say, what's this one tool? Now, if you want to do something for script writing, right, or coding, I would say use Claude. If you're looking something for research, I'll use more Perplexity, right? If you're talking more dynamic movement, I'll say use Kling, right? So there's a lot of different things. It just depends on what the use case is and what's your process. Before I got into anything AI, and I was doing the credit repair and funding, everything in my life and business shifted instantly once I discovered AI. Because AI solves the one thing instantly that most people have a problem with, and that's consistency.
Okay.
Right?
Tell me more.
So I went into mentorship after mentorship after mentorship after mastermind after course after class to understand this thing called content.
Yeah.
Right? And one thing that I noticed is people were not better at me at what I did. They was more visible. It wasn't about my ability. It was about my visibility. Some people had more visibility than I had. Yeah. So I had to figure out, well, what's the thing that I need to do to fix this?
Yeah. Because visibility creates more attention, and more attention creates more opportunities.
Exactly. So I did the whole thing of getting a bunch of outfits, batch shooting content, all these things like that. And I started to think to myself, like, man, when did I get into business to become a content creator? And I'm like, nah, there's got to be another way to do this. So that's when I started digging into AI. Originally, when I got into AI, all I was doing was creating like the AI videos. Okay. That was it. Because my whole goal was to show up more often with less effort. Yeah. Right? And still produce the same results.
So I want to go deeper here. When you said show up less but more often and produce the same result, what are we talking about? You're using AI to put out 1, 2, 3 video a day, or what does that look like tactically?
As many as you want. Okay. So my whole goal was to do promotion with the AI videos. Okay. And the moment that I did it, right, I had no interest in selling to other people, none of those things. Yeah. I did it for me. And the moment that I post a video about the credit repair with the AI stuff, my inbox flooded. And I'm saying like, oh man, the credit repair stuff is about to pop off right now. Like it's that time. And I'm getting inbox at the inbox at the inbox at the inbox. And every single person, I copied and pasted a message. Hey, how you doing? How's your credit score? Hey, how's you doing? How's your credit score? Hey, how's you doing? How's your credit score? And almost every single person said, hey, I need your help, but not with the credit, with the videos. And that's when I realized I'm not the only person who's struggling with the content thing and the visibility. Yes. So then that's when I started to target more people who was already running ads, because that makes it even more effective. You can make this piece of content, let it run for about 3 weeks or whatever it is. Because what we found out is if you got better creatives on your ads, it lowers your cost per click. It lowers your cost per lead. It lowers a lot of things because you got better creatives. And most people don't want to get in front of the camera. Yes. I solved that problem.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm thinking as a small business owner, like you mentioned, I don't have time, right? I want to focus on running the business. And sometimes putting out content can take forever. So are you going to that business owner and say, hey, listen, I don't need you to do anything. Just give me a picture and then I'll take care of everything? Or how does I want to kind of hear like the tactical side of it.
Okay, so this actually happened with me and a client the other day. Okay. It was a new person who was coming in. They inquired about the services. Yep. And the very first thing that I'm doing is making sure that you have all of the business things that you need already in alignment, right? Because I need to understand your business. Do you understand your competition? Do you know who your competition is? If not, I'm doing a SWOT analysis for you. Gotcha. Right? Because we need to understand who's the competition, what's working for them, and why are you not doing it already? Gotcha. Once we figure that out, then we can start to craft the message. We want to get into the psychology of the person's mind, right? Yeah. For every single client that I'm working with, we need to understand who is your customer avatar and what are they thinking? Okay. Where do they hang out? Okay. What type of TV shows do they watch? Okay. We need to understand all these things so we can put messaging inside of their head, right? So you're familiar with NLP? Yeah. Yeah, neuro-linguistic programming. Yeah. So we need to understand what words is going to trigger inside of their mind to make them buy. Okay. Right? Once we figure that out, then we can start crafting the scripts, how we need to craft them. Gotcha. Once the scripts are crafted, then we can get into like the video production and then start putting them out there, and preferably with ads so you can reach more people, because some people don't have a big following. Yeah. And that will be able to change the game for them.
So can you share some stories of clients you work with? What happened before they start working with you and what happened now?
So I can give one story.
Yes.
A lot of times I keep people's names confidential.
Yeah, of course, no name.
So
just,
yes. So one client who I was working with, they was kind of seeing on average 2-3% on like the ROAS, right?
Okay. What's a ROAS? Because
return on ad spend.
Okay.
Right.
So basically, you send up videos for them to run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and so forth. When they're put $1 in, they'll get $2 out.
Yes.
Got
right.
it. Okay.
So one of the highest, at first, the highest that I seen was a 7 on the ROAS, which
so
means you put
putting
in
$1 in to make $7 out.
7 out. Wow. Yes. Right. The highest I've seen so far is 12.2.
Wow. So they put $1 in to make $12 back.
Yes.
That's like,
this
that's
is insane.
money.
Yes.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Wow.
So
how long did it take to do that?
it was about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
So did you kind of like, once you went through the whole process with them, you're like, hey, here is 25 new videos, leveraging AI. Let's test these out. And then things will start changing for them right there and then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
That's pretty much how it works. Because you got to think, most people, let's be honest, most people creative suck.
Yeah.
Most people don't know how to create content. They don't understand NLP. They don't understand script writing. And now everybody's using the same thing from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And saying, yeah, there's no fluff. And like, it's the same stuff over and over and over again. So another thing, a lot of people don't know this about my background. I used to act as well. I used to act and direct.
Okay.
So because of that, I'm thinking of different things that other people may not be thinking of.
Gotcha. So you're thinking like a director.
Yeah, I'm like, what does the scene look like? Not just, okay, what am I going to say inside the script? Once we get the script, what does the scene look like? What does the music have to be? All these little minute details go into if a person decides to buy or not.
Wow. All right. If I'm a business owner, I'm listening to that. I'm like, yo, I need to hire this dude. So what are some like tools that like, because there's a bunch of AI tools out there right now. It's like a bazillion of them. And business owners, I know for me and others, we feel like, oh, this is overwhelming. How do you identify the best tools? We're like, you know what, we're just going to use ChatGPT and Cloud and call it a day. Like, tell us more about some of those tools that you would recommend.
So I recommend tools based upon the needs of the business. So I think a lot of people just go in there like, okay, cool. How do we solve marketing? What's the best tool for marketing? I'm like, well, what's your process for marketing? People are just using tools instead of figuring out the process. When you understand the process, the tools become clear. Right?
Yes.
I think most business owners, right? And in fact, this is something that I told one of my clients literally yesterday. We was on the phone. And I was like, well, before we get started, you need to understand your processes. Because before I can tell you any type of a tool that's going to work for you, you need to understand what are you already doing so the tool can aid you in the thing. If you don't have the process, marketing is not just a thing that you do.
Yeah.
Marketing is a process.
Yeah.
Are you script writing? What are your brand colors? What are these different things? There's so many different components to the marketing that you can't just say, what's this one tool? Now, if you want to do something for script writing, right, or coding, I would say use Claude. If you're looking something for research, I'll use more Perplexity, right? If you're looking something for video, now we get into a whole other aspect. What are you using the video for?
Gotcha.
If you want more just talking head things, I would say use HeyGen. If you're talking more dynamic movement, I'll say use Kling, right? So there's a lot of different things. It just depends on what the use case is and what's your process.
Dynamic movement. What do you mean by that?
If you want somebody to be dancing, you want it to look very fluent, use Kling.
Kling. Spell that? K-L-I-G?
Yeah, Kling. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Wow, I never heard that tool.
Yeah. So I know a lot of them, man. Like it's just, it's so many. That's why I'm like, it depends.
Gotcha.
Because I think a lot of people can just give out random tools just because they don't know that many.